前にだけは負けるかよバカタレ。
1,000 years ago, the dragons chased away the dwarves. Then the dragons did the honka honka with humans. I wonder if the dragons have a human kink to choose humans as their, bedroom partners. Anyways, the children from these humans and dragons were born as sorcerers. In the present day, a young sorcerer named Orphane sees his foster sister and best friend go crazy due to some strange dark powers. Turns out, this girl whose name is Azalee was conducting an experiment with a magical sword, but it failed. Azalee takes on the form of a dragon and escapes from the Tower of Fangs, while Orphane can only look with horror. Once outside, other sorcerers attack Azalee.
Lightning!
But Orphane stops their attacks. Azalee flies away. 5 years later, Orphane has now dropped out from the Tower of Fangs Sorcery Academy. One day, two dwarf brothers, Volkan and Dortine, come to Orphane. Volkan and Dortine borrowed money from him, but they were unable to pay him back. So they came up with a plan to con a rich family, and they convince Orphane to join them. Meanwhile, Azalee has reappeared after 5 years. The sorcerers try to stop her, but she's too strong, and she flies away. Orphane goes with the dwarf brothers to the noble family, but it turns out, Volkan, the elder brother, plans on marrying Orphane to one of the daughters. However, the second daughter, Cleom, overhears their plans and calls them out. But when Cleom sees that Orphane is a sorcerer, she's impressed by him. Cleom reveals that her family has a sword, the same one that Azalee was experimenting with. Just then, Azalee herself enters the town. She breaks into the mansion and takes the sword. As she's leaving, the members of the Tower of Fangs arrive and they try to stop her, but Orphane stops them for a second time. Azalee thanks him by breathing fire on him. Good thing Orphane stops that easily. Azalee flies away with a sword. Many years ago, before all this nasty Azalee business, Orphane and Azalee were students in the Tower of Fangs, the greatest magic academy. The master was this dark-haired serious dude called Childman. Childman? Really? That's a name? No wonder he's always in such a terrible mood. In the present day, Childman meets up with Orphane. After the incident with Azalee 5 years ago, Childman buried an empty coffin claiming that Azalee is now dead. But Orphane would have none of that. He yelled at them and vowed to cure Azalee. That was when he dropped out and with style. Childman reveals information about the experiment that Azalee was doing with a sword, whose name is the Sword of Beldenders. They were trying to activate the Sword of Beldenders. Childman asks Orphane to help them stop Azalee. Orphane is just against the idea of killing Azalee, but this is his opportunity to find and cure her, so he agrees to join them. Childman reveals that he put a beacon on the Sword of Beldenders so now they can find Azalee. Then Orphane goes to the noble family and fixes all the damage done by the battle earlier. As payment, Cleom gives him a ring that some sorcerer apparently gave her family along with the Sword of Beldenders. Orphane is shocked to see that it's the same ring that Azalee had before the incident. Apparently, it can save someone from any attack, but only once. Orphane realizes that Childman has brought along a sorcerer who can use white magic, since Azalee can also use white magic, which is mind and time control. Also, Cleom freed Volkan and Dortine to follow Orphane and help him. Meanwhile, Orphane sees Azalee burning the forest. She attacks Orphane, but Childman and the others save him. The white magic sorcerer attacks Azalee, but since he's a side character, he gets burnt into a barbecue. Another one of Orphane's former classmates is also killed. After an intense battle, all the other sorcerers are defeated except for Childman and Orphane. Azalee almost kills Childman, but Orphane saves him. Then Childman almost kills Azalee, but Orphane saves her, so Childman stabs him for getting in the way. Then Childman destroys Azalee. After that is done, he heals Orphane's injuries. Orphane cries at Azalee's body, but suddenly, he hears Azalee's thoughts. Orphane realizes something, so later he goes to confront Childman. Turns out, Azalee exchanged bodies with Childman before her death, meaning Childman is now dead in the dragon body while Azalee is living in Childman's body. The Sword of Beldenders can turn you into whatever you want, so Azalee plans to use it to regain her old form. But Orphane cannot just let her go as she basically killed Childman. They get into a duel, but Azalee's attack just passes through him. Turns out, Orphane used the ring to cancel her attack. Then he knocks her down. Orphane also reveals Childman's final message, that Childman did not plan to kill Azalee, but only to turn her back to normal. Azalee's shocked to hear that, as she always thought Childman was trying to kill her. Orphane decides not to kill Azalee, he leaves her and walks away. In the past, Orphane was declared the successor of the Razor's Edge, meaning he was Childman's successor, but he was never serious, which was why he always lost to Azalee. She always found it difficult to accept that Orphane was chosen as the successor despite his laid-back nature. One day, they walked around town and back to the orphanage where they grew up. It's all ruined now. As they were exploring the place, Azalee went missing. When Orphan goes to look for her, he sees her beheaded. A floating woman tells him that he will never be able to protect Azalee because he's so laid back. But Orphan realizes that this is a mental projection and he uses his powers to cancel it out. The whole thing was just a test by Azalee, and she was shocked that Orphan actually defeated her. He scolded Azalee for messing around with him, but she sincerely thanked him back then. In the present, Orphan is driving away on his caravan when he finds out that Cleom and the innkeeper's son named Magic has followed him. They both want to accompany Orphan on his adventures, and Magic especially wants to learn sorcery by being Orphan's apprentice. Orphan accepts them, but only reluctantly. Orphan says that he's going to Tafrim, home of the Tower of Fangs where he learned sorcery under Childman. On the way, they reach Fenrir's Forest, home of dangerous beasts. That night, they run out of food. Orphan and Cleom start arguing like an old couple, so Magic offers to go look for something to eat. He comes across a huge anaconda. The anaconda wants buns, so it attacks Magic, but Magic repels it with magic. Suddenly, a strange girl named Fiena approaches him. Fiena tries to send him away, as the people of her village dislike sorcerers. Just then, some of the villagers come and surround them. Meanwhile, some other villagers attack Orphan and Cleom. Magic releases the snake on them and tries to run away, but the villagers pull a 9mm on him and shoot his ass. Meanwhile, Orphan takes care of their attackers, and the two of them go to find Magic. Orphan reaches the village where he sees the Deep Dragon flag on their homes. The people who are a part of the Deep Dragons apparently hate sorcerers. Suddenly, they see a huge column of fire in the middle of the village. Then a huge and powerful wolf appears. Orphan recognizes it as a type of Deep Dragon, so he sends Cleom to find some forest rangers. All the villagers get close to it, calling it their master. The Deep Dragon appears in front of Orphan. Then it starts talking to him directly using telepathy. Orphan loses consciousness and Fiena appears in his visions. She asks him not to resist the village leader. Later, Orphan wakes up in their dungeon. Meanwhile, Magic also apparently survived being shot. Fiena used her magic to save him, magic which she got directly from the Deep Dragon. Fiena is the shrine maiden of the forest, meaning she passes the message of the Deep Dragon to the villagers. Down in the dungeons, one of the villagers named Salua attacks Orphan. Turns out, Salua is a member of the Kimluck Church, and he's here on a mission to assassinate the village leader. Turns out, the village leader was also a part of the Kimluck Church once, but he left them and joined the Deep Dragon faith for some reason. Cleom arrives just then with the rangers and she knocks out Salua. After Salua wakes up, he and Orphan go to the village leader's room. Orphan knocks him down and demands that he releases Fiena from the village, but the leader says that he saw something terrible at the Kimluck Church, which is why he abandoned them and came here to join the Deep Dragons. Before he can reveal what he saw, he stops living. With his job done, Salua leaves. Meanwhile, one of the children of the Deep Dragon comes to Cleom. Seeing this, the rangers run away. The villagers find out about the leader's death, so they chase after Orphan with homemade pistols. Magic goes to help him. Orphan takes Magic and teleports a short distance away. Fiena thinks about the Deep Dragon's message to her, where he says that the village will be punished and she should flee. Salua comes to take her away to safety, but Fiena is determined to stay back. Just then, the Deep Dragon arrives and says that they will be punished for committing a taboo. Looks like Bro found the village's search history. Orphan fights it, but it's no use. The Deep Dragon reveals that Fiena already died once, and he brought her back to life to keep an eye on the villagers. Then he attacks Orphan's mind like before, but Orphan finds out his weakness. The sorcerers need their voices to conduct magic, while the Deep Dragon needs to see things to do their magic. So Magic uses his magic to distort the field of view. Then Orphan uses the gun and heats it using fire magic, causing a huge explosion that finally defeats the Deep Dragon. Still, the Deep Dragon tries to use the last of its strength to destroy the village, but they use the magic of the young Deep Dragon child to put an end to him once and for all. Later, Magic and Fiena have a heartfelt goodbye. Orphan and the others continue their journey, and Cleom reveals that she brought the puppy Deep Dragon with her and she named it Lakey. In the city of Tafrim, a suspicious man kills an elder sorcerer. Apparently, this is the 5th elder who has been killed in a short span. Forte, another one of Childman's students, suspect that Orphan is behind this. Forte thinks that Orphan is taking revenge for what happened to Azalee. Meanwhile, Orphan is talking to a forest ranger when he suddenly drops dead due to some unseen assassin. A knife and a letter can be seen on the wall, saying, "Who is the successor?" Later, he's contemplating the message when the mysterious figure attacks them.
Look out!
He is extremely powerful and knocks down Orphan and Magic, but his sorcery does not work on the puppy Deep Dragon Lakey, so Cleom is safe. The mysterious man also uses teleportation with ease, which is something Childman invented and requires great focus. The man is about to attack them again, but another sorcerer, Laetitia, throws a knife at him. Laetitia is Azalee's cousin and also one of Childman's students. Here it is revealed that the mysterious man looks exactly like Orphan when he was young. Being outnumbered, the assassin leaves. Laetitia takes them into Tafrim and informs them of the recent assassinations. While living in Laetitia's house, Orphein tells Magic and Cleom about their difficult training in the Tower of Fangs. He also reveals that he, Azalee, and Laetitia grew up in the same orphanage before taken into the tower. That night, Laetitia goes to the tower to inform Forte that Orphein is innocent and that the assassin has taken Orphein's looks. In the past, Orphein had always been a chill guy. Despite having the talent to be Childman's successor, Laetitia was kinda jelly of this, so she challenged him one day, and yeah, pretty much as expected, he knocked her the frick down. Back to the present, Laetitia talks about how their master Childman disappeared after the Azalee incident. Now Orphein knows everything that happened, but he's not sure if he should tell Laetitia yet. Elsewhere, the assassin disguises himself as a follower of the Dragon Faith, and he knocks out Lakey and Cleo. Magic and the two dwarves inform Orphein that the assassin took them to Childman's former mansion. This is a trap, and Orphein knows it. Still, he goes to face him, while Laetitia just stands and watches. Real helpful. Orphein reaches Childman's mansion where the assassin is waiting for him. They get into a fight, but Orphein is unwilling to just kill someone. The assassin reveals that Azalee sent him to do this, and he hopes that fighting his past self will force Orphein to become the successor that he was chosen to be. The assassin reveals that he was originally a killing doll, which is a robot that can use magic. Azalee used the Sword of Beldender's to turn him into her ideal version of Orphein, a more ruthless Orphein. Orphein and the assassin get into a terrific battle while Cleom and Lakey are lying unconscious. Orphein comes out victorious, though he's hurt quite a lot. Then Azalee appears in front of him. She says that Orphein is the only one in the world who can defeat her because Childman personally taught him mental control, which is a counter to Azalee's white magic. But Orphein does not care for any of that. He still sees Azalee as his sister and he wants a peaceful life for the both of them. But Azalee says that's impossible, and that she has other plans. Then she teleports away. Just then, Laetitia and Magic arrive. Well, you guys were pretty useless. They take Orphein back and begin his healing process. Elsewhere, a mysterious man with a half-clay mask has killed a lot of people, looking for something called the Browning Family Atlas. But apparently, this atlas was lent out to Childman some time ago, so the mysterious man goes looking for it in Laetitia's mansion. He runs into Orphein. The mysterious man apparently recognizes Orphein, but before anything can happen, he disappears. The next day, Laetitia gives him a document that says that Orphein has been away on a secret mission for the past 5 years, under Laetitia's command. This way, Orphein will regain his high position in the Tower of Fangs. Elsewhere, Magic finds a journal with some weird inputs about how the world is changing. Orphein takes Magic to the Tower of Fangs to register him as a student, but on the way they get ambushed. Men of the Dragon Faith, wearing black masks, approach from all sides carrying weapons. But honestly, are these people even a threat? Against these sorcerers who can create literal explosions? Why oh why are you fighting with your bare hands, Orphein? It's good that he defeats them, but was that necessary, bruh? Orphein starts interrogating one of the attackers, but the white masked man chops his head off. The man turns out to be Hydrant, a member of the upper echelon from the Tower of Fangs. Hydrant escorts them to the tower where Orphein reunites with Forte, his former classmate and now a top-ranking sorcerer. Forte says that since Childman disappeared, the only class in the tower is the Ore class. They're not on good terms with the Childman class. Both Forte and Orphein suspect that the Ore class is responsible for the attack in Laetitia's home last night, in some scheme to destroy the Childman class. Orphein finds out that Hydrant killed the remaining Dragon Faith members while putting the blame on Orphein and Laetitia. Orphein angrily goes looking for him, but runs into Master Ore himself. Ore claims that he does not know what Hydrant did, but he also warns Orphein not to make him his enemy. After registering Magic, they return to Tafrim, but they find Cleom injured, so Laetitia goes after the assailant. The rest of them go to Laetitia's home, where Orphein heals Cleom. Then he goes to help Laetitia. Meanwhile, Laetitia follows a suspicious person into an abandoned house. And she's going to die, isn't she? I can already feel it. Anyways, she gets ambushed by Hydrant and one other student named Swain from the Ore class. They still seem to be looking for the Browning Family Atlas, which was last in Childman's possession. Hydrant and Swain attack her together. Laetitia is a good fighter, but despite her best efforts, they manage to cut her fingers. But just then, Azalee comes out of the shadows and faces them. Seeing such a dangerous person in front of them, Hydrant and Swain run away, and Azalee heals Laetitia. Orphein arrives just then and brings her back to her home. When Laetitia wakes up, she does not realize that Azalee saved her, thinking it was Orphein. Orphein also lets her believe that. He goes outside where Azalee is waiting for him. She says that the Ore class is planning on assassinating all their enemies, including members of the Childman class. They plan to conduct a coup and take control of the Tower of Fangs. She also tells him about the Browning Family Atlas, which belonged to an ancient god and contained secrets to powerful magic. So, Azalee convinces Orphein to defeat the Ore class members in order to protect everyone else. Before leaving, she reveals that Orphane's apprentice, Magic, has the Browning family atlas. Apparently, Magic found it in Childman's mansion when they went there to fight the fake Orphane. Then Orphane, Magic, and Cleome sneak into the Tower of Fangs to stop the Or class before they can attack anyone. Hydrant and Swain are waiting for them, and Orphane gets into a fight with them. Apparently, Hydrant has a score to settle with Orphane. He was the one who gave him that Zuko-style scar due to some misunderstanding in their past. The two get into an epic battle. Meanwhile, another one of the Or students attacks Cleome, but Lakey cuts his hand off. Elsewhere, Magic has been teleported to a different part of the tower along with Swain. Since Swain is the more experienced sorcerer, Magic has trouble fighting him. Just then, Forte comes and saves him. Elsewhere, Hydrant is the stronger sorcerer, so Orphane fights him in close combat and manages to defeat him. He's just about to kill him, but Cleome teleports there with the help of Lakey. Orphane thanks Cleome for stopping him, because if not, he would have killed Hydrant. They go to the boss arena where Master Or is waiting for them. Apparently, Swain managed to steal the atlas from Magic and he managed to bring it here. However, plot twist, Orphane replaced it with Cleome's diary before coming here. Forte also arrives just then with an order for the arrest of Master Or, but Master Or is still confident that he can beat them. Until Azli comes and scares the crap out of him. Still, like any bad villain, he does not know when to give up, and he attacks them. But Orphane easily defeats him using a technique that Childman taught him. Then Azli uses her white magic to erase herself from the memories of Or and his students. Forte reveals that he knew Azli was alive and Childman was dead. He and Azli were working together to defeat Or's class before they could attack the tower. Azli takes the atlas and goes away. Before going, she says that the world is heading towards destruction, which is similar to what the villager leader said before dying. Azli tells Orphane to find her if he wants to know more. And if you're wondering why this anime has such a mediocre ending, then it's because it has not ended yet. There's still season 2 to come. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.